What if the next big Formula One partnership is not about logos on cars, but about characters on the track? What if the goal is not visibility, but culture? Welcome to Social Brody.
Welcome to Social Brody Podcast, the podcast where we break down sponsorship deals, events, and the business logic behind the biggest partnership in the world. If you're interested in why brands sponsor events, how these deals actually work, and what makes a sponsorship successful or risky, you are in the right place.
Today, we are looking at something very different. A partnership between the Walt Disney Company and Formula One. At first, it might sound unusual because Formula One is about speed, engineering, and billion-dollar teams. And Disney is about storytelling, characters, and entertainment. But when you look at the numbers, it starts to make sense. Formula One now reaches over 1.5 billion cumulative viewers globally per season. More importantly, it has seen massive growth among young audiences and female fans, especially driven by digital content and platforms like Netflix. So, where in this is Disney? Disney owns one of the most powerful storytelling ecosystem in the world. Film, streaming, theme parks, merchandise, characters. So, this partnership is not random, it's strategic. And what this partnership actually is? The collaboration officially kicked off in the 2026 season under the concept Fuel the Magic. And the idea behind it is pretty simple. Bring Disney storytelling into the world of Formula One, but not in the traditional sponsorship way. There is no focus on placing Disney logos on the cars. Instead, the partnership is built around fun experiences at the races, digital content and storytelling, global merchandise, and characters' integration into Formula One culture. One of the most visible elements is the introduction of Mickey Mouse and his friends into Formula One environments. And that alone tells you something important. This is not a brand exercise. This is a culture expansion. Why this is a new type of sponsorship? To understand why this matters, we need to look at how sponsorship is evolving. Traditional Formula One sponsorship is based on three pillars: visibility, prestige, and B2B relationships. That's why you see brands like Rolex, Aramco, or Oracle heavily present on cars and circuits. Disney is doing something different. Disney is building what we can call a content-driven sponsorship mode. Instead of buying space inside Formula One, it is building experiences around Formula One. And this includes storytelling across platforms, character-driven content, fan engagement beyond race weekends, or merchandise ecosystem. In simple terms, this is not sponsorship inside the sport. This is the sponsorship expanding the sport. But why Formula One needs this? Formula One has been on an incredible growth trajectory since Liberty bought them, but the growth creates a new challenge. How do we stay culturally relevant? How do you reach new audiences without losing your core identity? And this is where Disney becomes valuable, because Disney understands how to build emotional connection at scale. It knows how to turn characters into global icons, and it knows how to create experiences that go beyond a single moment. For Formula One, this is not just about fans watching races. It is about fans engaging with Formula One brand all year around, across content, products, and of course, experiences. Let's take a look at an example: China and global expansion strategy. One of the most interesting elements of this partnership is where it is being activated. Markets like China are a key focus. But why? Because China represents a massive growth opportunity both for Formula One and Disney. Younger audiences, digital-first consumption, strong appetite for global entertainment brands. Launching activation in markets like China allows both brands to build awareness, test new formats, and expand their audience base. This is not just a global partnership, it is a targeted growth strategy. But it's all about experience-led activation. We already saw glimpses of this approach in early activations. For example, events combining Formula One with Disney storytelling, including characters' appearances, themed experiences, and limited edition merchandise. These are not passive sponsorship moments. They are interactive. Fans are not just watching because they are participating, and that is the key shift. Modern sponsorship is therefore moving from exposure to experience, from visibility to engagement, and from campaign to ecosystem. But are there any risks? And does it fit into the Formula One? Of course, not everyone will love this, because Formula One has traditionally been associated with luxury, performance, engineering excellence, and introducing Disney characters into that world can feel like a contrast. Some fans may even question whether it fits into the DNA of the sport. And this is what we call brand tension. It means when two strong identities meet, the result can be either powerful or confusing. But that's also where opportunity lies. Because if it's done right, this partnership can expand Formula One into something bigger than sport. So, what this means for sponsorship and what we can learn from this? First, sponsorship is no longer just about logos. Second, content is becoming the core of partnerships. And third, the most valuable partnerships today are the ones that build ecosystems. Disney brings storytelling, Formula One brings global spectacle. Together, they are not just creating a campaign, they are creating and building a new layer of culture around the sport. So, that was today's episode of Social Brody Podcast. If you enjoyed it, just follow me and explore the strategy on my website, davidbrodetsky.com. There, I can show you more about sponsorship and even marketing. Because the future of sponsorship is not just visibility, it's experience. See you in the next episode.